Feels like love, Cupid made a shot.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we have an exciting video. Today I want to present to you a card game, a nail card game. It's called Design a Nail Cards, and it's a game that I actually created. So I'm so excited to finally have it ready and available for the public. If you've been following me for a while and a part of my Facebook group, then you've heard of Design a Nail Cards. We actually play it weekly over in my Facebook group, BR Nail Talk, and it's just a good way to inspire you. It gives you a little bit of inspiration. Honestly, creator's block is such a real thing, especially when you have a lot of products, I feel. At least in my case, I have so many products that it almost gets like a little overwhelming and I don't know what to do, and I never reach for some stuff, and all these things come into play. So I really created this card game to be able to use the products that we don't reach for, actually get familiar with the products too. I think that's a big thing. We buy these things because, oh, they sound cool and they look cool, but we never reach for it. We never grab it. We never know even how to use it in a sense because we don't play with it and try to actually use it in a different way or incorporate it into the nailer that we do use, right? I get it. A lot of people, to be honest, they are like Instagram people or like Facebook people or Pinterest type of vibes. I get all those things. I get it. That's just not really me though. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not a big social media person. I know this is weird coming from me watching me on YouTube. I know, but I just never been, and I'm very bad at it actually. I'm very bad at Instagram. I'm very bad at all these like short form contents and all these things. But that being said, because it doesn't come naturally to me to pick up my phone and go and scroll through Instagram and look at the pictures and look at the inspiration, I need to. I've said it a million times. I really need to get better at that because I want it to help me, and you see so many cool things, but it doesn't come naturally to me. So when I'm in my studio and I'm looking around and I'm just like, what to create, my first thought isn't like, let's go to Instagram, let's go to Pinterest. I'm just in my creative block. I'm just like, I don't know. And I want to do something different. I want to be creative in my own mind, but it's almost like I need a push. So I created Design a Nail Cards to help with that push. It's a fun little card game where you have your shape and length, you have a color card, you have a product card, and then you have a design card. And with that being said, you pick all your cards. It kind of gives you like an idea of what you have to use. And then you can also use your own creativity to make a spin on it all. So you see what the design is, and it doesn't have to be necessarily like strictly whatever the design card says. You use the inspiration of what the design is to be like, oh, and then you let your brain just run wild and be like, oh, I could do this or this or this. And then you can create a beautiful masterpiece. So I think this card game is really good for anybody like myself, like a content creator or a nail enthusiast. Honestly, even a nail tech, you could have a lot of fun with this with your clients. And again, once you own the game, it's your game. You can play it however you want to play it. You don't necessarily have to use a shape and length card or, you know, a specific color card. But say if you're, you know, you have a client that wants to get a little like fun, different nails or try something different, that could be a really cool way to do it, is use this little card game I created. So I want to show you a little bit of the card game, but also want to talk to you and give you a bit of a backstory. I know this video is going to be so weird, and I don't know why I feel a little nervous, to be honest. It's so different when I show other people's products, but to come on and show my own product, I'm just like, eee! I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, so let's rewind it to how I created, or when I created Design a Nail Cards. It came in a lot of different forms, and if you've been following me, you know the different forms. And I mean, I made it on these little pieces of paper. I'll show you. I actually brought all of them out to show you the different ones. So the very first Design a Nail Cards was just like this. I literally made it on these little papers with a label maker, and this is how we played it. Typos and all, I ain't gonna lie. I think a couple of them even had typos. Very crazy. We played that version of Design a Nail Cards for about a year in my Facebook group. And then I was like, girl, you need to upgrade that a little bit more. So I actually upgraded it. I changed it a little bit to a different type of version. Same type of concept, card, stickers, and all that good stuff. So I went to this and I created these, the same type of vibe with stickers, and I just went on like a different, just a little bit of an upscale vibe. At least this way it had like little printed stickers and it was cute. It had a name. I could actually put the name on the card. I put Design it on the card. So it had it was growing in a sense. And I think we played this version of the game, which the concept of the game is still very much the same, and we'll go over that a little bit in a second here. But we played that, I think, for almost a year or two. So I created this game, I want to say 2023. I think it was around my birthday, around March, and it was a couple months after I moved into the location that I'm in right now. And that's why I created. I'm like, I want to create more nail art. I think that's my biggest thing, is I always wanted to create more nail art, because if you're not creating the nail art, you're not going to get good. You're not going to get better at it. It's impossible to get good at something if you're not doing it. So me, I get sometimes so wrapped up in the content creator world, meaning you're doing collabs with brands and you're just, you know, hauling stuff and you're finding cool stuff and you want to show your audience that, and all these different things, that the nail art part of my channel always suffered, and I still find it suffers a little bit. I'm still trying to figure out the balance, in all truth. But then I not make myself, but I kind of was like, oh, well, let's just create this game for real. And that took a lot of time. And right now I'm still in school. So I'm one of these type of people where I add a lot to my plate, but I almost feel like that's just me, and I've always done that. So I'm still trying to learn and figure out balance in general in life. Let me know if anybody has any tips or tricks on that, because I still haven't got the hang of that bad boy. You? I just keep adding stuff to my plate and we'll be like, we'll figure it all out. It's all right. Okay, so that being said, created the game, I want to say March of 2023 or so, and then I just started playing it in my Facebook group. I really wanted something, well, I thought it was kind of a cool game, so I was like, I want to play it in the group, and that was cool. Honestly, everybody loved it. They thought it was so fun, and we've been doing it ever since over there, and everybody still loves it. And last year, I would say a lot of people were like, hey, have you ever considered selling the game or anything like that? And I'm like, honestly, no, I just made it more for myself, and then I thought it'd be a cool way to share it in my Facebook group as we just pull the cards. So that made me thinking, and then the more people started asking for the game, the more it made me feel like, well, I feel like people really enjoy the game and they think it's fun, and it does help use your nail art that we buy and never reach for it. It does help, you know, spark a different creativity in you to try different designs and just different nail art in general. So I went on the journey of actually making the cards. So I got somebody to print the cards for me. I designed the cards, the front, the back, the box. So again, I'm going to show you. So this is the new version of Design a Nail Cards. It has its own little box. It has all the cards in it, as well as divider cards, because in our second version, I have little dividers, and it made it so much easier. So I was like, I definitely want to do that. So I kind of just vamped it up. It still kept the same concept from the very beginning. I would say the only thing is that in this newest version, I have added more different things to it. So it has a lot more cards, and yeah, like this is a pretty cool little game. So I want to jump in to show you guys a little bit more of this game. But first I want to give a huge, huge, huge thank you to my Facebook group, because honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think I ever would have pushed myself to make this card game for the public to enjoy it. I think I was okay with it just being just my little card game. Like, it was just a good, fun way for me to get creative, right? And use it when I needed to for content or anything like that. It was just like a cool way for me to practice more nail art, try different things, try different on different lengths. It's so different creating a nail design on a short nail to a long nail. Like, I really recommend you trying it because it's so much different. And I want to get good all around. So I really just created it for myself, but I was like, hey, my group can play with it. Like, let's play together, right? So a huge thank you to you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, I honestly don't think I would have pushed myself to make it for the public. So thank you guys so much for the extra encouragement. I love you guys so much, and I love all my subscribers. I love everybody who's in my Facebook group. Again, if you want to join, you can always go to BR Nail Talk, but it's just kind of a cool little community there, and it's a little bit more tight-knit. And I'm just very grateful and very, very appreciative to everybody, from the day one followers, and you all know who you are, to the ones that are following me because of this video. I'm very, very grateful for you guys. So let's jump in and we'll look at, and I'll explain a little bit more of what Design a Nail Cards is all about. Okay, so I just want to show you quickly of what I meant of the 3 stages. And this is just for my own self. And like I said, if you've been here, you remember this. And thank you for being here and remembering this with me. So this is like the first one, a long almond, shape and length. So that was our shape and length card. And in the design and nail cards, we have 4 categories, right? We have our shape and length card. That's one category. We have a color card. That's a second category. A third card is product card, and design card is your 4. So there's 4 categories in total in this game. So this was like the first version that I created, or how I first created it in 2023. I want to say around March-ish. I really don't remember, but I know it was a few months after I already lived in here. I moved in here in November, and I feel like it was around that time. I tried to find it, but like going back in social media that long, I'm just like, I don't know. It definitely was like 2023 sometime. Okay, so and then for the upgraded version, this is how it looked. I just put my logo, and again, on my website, which is BR Nail Shop, I almost forgot what my own website is. It's also new to me. Like, can you believe I have a website? Like, crazy. BR Nail Shop. I also have merchandise that I've done a collab with BrianBrothers.com, and I love their site. If you guys are headwear people, like hats, if you guys love hats, oh my god, go check them out. But I even have my own little hat. I have my own sweaters. I have little mugs, which I've done these a while ago. So on the website itself, there is my merchandise as well as other extra merchandise. But the card game is also on this site. So BR Nail Shop is where you will go to get it. This is like the little logo, and then the logo for design and nail cards. And yeah, like that would be the product card, right? And we would have to use gold leaf. That would be our extra product that like we have to use. And that's the key about it, right? It's just using stuff that we don't normally reach for. And then how to create or how to mix it all together if it's a really weird one. And create it all together. It's like, it really makes you think, and it's fun to try and use your stuff. And it's just really a cool concept. Yeah, so this was the second one. So this was like the inspiration behind the newest improved version. I wanted the box. I loved how it had its own little box. I love the divider cards. I wanted something so you can keep your categories separate. So I really use this as like my inspiration. And I love how when you watch yourself grow and you see yourself do something, and I think this is in any project that you do or anything that you're doing in life, keep the little stages and steps, because now I'm looking back and I'm like, wow, like just how I grew from this little guy to this guy. It's like this one to this one, now to like the final one. It's crazy to kind of see it go and see your growth, and it's really, really cool. So I'm very, very proud of myself on that. But I'm also so grateful for you guys, because I don't think I would have done it. It was you guys pushing me to be like, excuse me, miss, when can we get those cards? Where can we get those cards? I want to play. And not everybody's comfortable showing their nail art, right? Nobody wants to be like here in the group, even though our group is such a chill group. Nobody is mean, and we're just all like such a family over there. But I get it. People are just not comfy doing that. So people wanted to play this in their own homes, or people wanted to bring it for their clients to play, or just really just to play like by yourself and try new nail art, try to create different things you might never have thought of. And I think that's like the real beauty behind this game, is that it's going to give you an outlet for you to create different things without having to overthink all the different possibilities. You have an outline, and that's what I really liked about this game. I wanted to make it, or I did make it, very simple. I think that is the key about my game personally, design it. It's such a simple game. It's like, okay, this is what I need to create. Now, the thing about that is that, yeah, you can create what's right there in front of you. But the cool thing about it is you can look at the cards, and especially when it comes to the design card, and you could take the design card for a face value and be like, okay, create drips or something, right? Just to use that as an example. Or you can be like, okay, drips. Okay, what about like drips coming off of an ice cream cone? And then I'm just thinking now, because we're in spring going to summer, so I'm thinking ice cream, pastels. That could be a drip vibe. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different things. You could do such a cool like little vibe with maybe rain. I don't know, like it just allow your brain to actually run its little creative process. Once you throw, like me, I'm a type of person, like if you throw a word at me or something, then I can like run with that and throw different ideas. And that's what I wanted. I just need something to spark my creativity. Sometimes I need that. I just can't be like, okay, here, create something. Create a nail look right now. I'm going to look around. And I'm going to get slightly overwhelmed. I'm going to be like, what blue? I have 17 different blues. Do I do cat eye? I don't know. Should I put bling? Should I do flowers? I don't know. So unless it's like, do Easter, or you know what I mean, like a themed out vibe like that, then I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I don't have that like different ideas flowing around my head when it comes to certain stuff, like artistic stuff. I've just never been like that. Now, if you give me a room and tell me, okay, here, organize it, or, you know, design a room like furniture vibes, oh, I'm good. I can get that in a second. Just give me your layout and your furniture. I just need a picture of it. We're good. But if you tell me to create a nail art design, I'm going to be like, well, what do you want? I don't know, blue. Okay. I can give you just blue because I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? Clouds? Blue water? Maybe like a little duck in there? I don't know. And then I get overwhelmed, to be honest. And then it kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. I'm not going to lie. And I have enough things in life that give me anxiety. I don't need my nail art too. So I think with the game, it kind of helps give me a direction. And that's what I need. I just need a little direction. And I love that it does that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we'll talk about it. We're going to say where you can get it. And then all in the end of everything, let's create the actual design, right? We'll see what we can come up with and create a cool design. Again, right now it is up on BR Nail Shop. That is my website. It's so funny to think that's my website. Like, who am I? Girl, get over myself. Okay. I don't know. I just feel weird. But I'm a big girl now. That's what I feel like. I'm like, I'm all grown up. Okay, so this is the card game. This is the box. When designing it, I originally was going to go gloss, full gloss box, but I actually really loved the way the matte box looked and felt. I wanted to go very simple. I hate the word simple, but it is kind of simple. I wanted to go very neutral. I think that's a better word to say. I wanted the box to be very neutral. I didn't want a loud box. My favorite color is blue, if you've never guessed, blue rose. And blue roses is legitly my favorite flower. And I even have a tattoo of blue rose. Shh, don't tell no one. No, it's on my ankle. It's not like something crazy. Yeah, so I could have went blue. I could have went pink because pink's like my default color. There's so many different colors I could have went for the box. But then I thought about it and I was like, it's okay for me. That might be my favorite color. That might be my favorite thing. But if you have this box in your studio, your little nail room area, are you going to want this bright pink box or bright blue or whatever the case is? So I really wanted to make it very neutral. So it would go with any decor that you guys have if it's something you want to just keep and display out. I think it's a pretty cool little thing just to kind of have over there in the corner, and then you can grab it when you want to play. That type of vibe. So I didn't want it to be too flashy. I wanted it to be very neutral and kind of go with anybody's studio. So that's why I decided to go white. And I just really like the way the matte look. I thought it looked so elegant and cool. So this is it. Design it. This is my logo for the nail cards. I created that myself. I absolutely love it. BR is for Blue Rose. Even my Facebook group, I call it BR Nail Talk. And it's just Blue Rose, but I just say BR, right? So BR Nail Talk, because that's what it's all about. It's all about nail stuff. So, and for Design It, I just went Design It. That's the name of the card game, but it's called Design It Nail Cards. And then the little rose, because that's my vibe, is the eye. So I thought it looked really cute. I like it. Again, very, very simple, really cute. Same on both sides. And then my logo up top. Love, right? So cute. Okay, so you can take it off. Now, you might be like, whoa, girl, that's a lot of cards. There is a lot of cards. And the thing about this is that I didn't want to make a card game, or I didn't make a card game. But even when kind of doing it, I did add a few more cards than we originally had, because I didn't want to make something that you guys within, a month, you can play all the cards. Like it has 10 cards or 5 cards. No, I wanted to make it so you can actually play this, not repeat all the same things all the time. Of course, you will have to reshuffle some categories. Some categories are more than others. The design part of this has 52 cards. So you can legitly design a new design every week for 1 year without repeating the design. So you get a very good wide range of different designs to play. So it'll come with, you have a My Story card, which I will just actually let you guys read that. I'm not going to read it on here. It just basically breaks down my little journey and kind of where I started, why I kind of created Design It, again, to use my stuff to help with my creative blocks. But I will read this part. So this game has 143 cards in total. So it's quite a bit of cards, right? 143 cards in total. So we have 52 design cards, 26 product cards, 28 shape and length cards, 31 color cards, and 6 bonus cards. So you legitly can create a new design every week for 1 year without repeating it, which is kind of cool. As well as we have divider cards. Sorry, I just wanted to move that down. So we also have divider cards in there. Let me just move this up a little. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we also have, oh, throw it around. I've dropped it already too. Don't do that. You don't want to break it. Well, you won't break the cards, but depending on how you drop it, it still would hurt it. Yeah, so also in here, I also wanted to incorporate divider cards. Now, the reason I wanted divider cards is because there's nothing more annoying, in my opinion, to have all your cards, but then you have to like kind of go through them all to put them in their little categories. So we don't have to worry about that. Each one has a category. So we have our shape and length category, we have our color category, our product category, design category, as well as us personally over in BR Nail Talk. We play this every week. Every Monday I pull cards, and we've done that, like I said, from the old school guys. And with that, I don't repeat the cards until I have to shuffle them. So I wanted an area, and we've been playing this for the last little bit, for used cards. So all these are used cards. So we don't have to worry about getting exactly the same color next week. We don't have to worry about getting the same design for a long time, or from the product or anything like that, or the shape and length. So that way, when you're done, all you have to do is just put your used cards in the back, and then you won't repeat the design anytime soon. Yes, when you get low on your color card or your product, or yeah, your color card, your product card, and your shape and length card, because there is less of them, you will have to put them back in each other category and then shuffle them up to play. But as for the design card, like, you're good. You're legitimately good for a year if you wanted to run through that whole game and just create something different every week, right? If you were to do it every week. So that is how these look. Now, these are just little cards. Now, they're all UV glossed. I think it's glazed or glossed. So they're not going to fade in color or anything like that. If you spill something on it, it won't wreck them. I highly recommend, though, don't play with them around like a lot of liquids or water. You know, if your hands are all gunky, I wouldn't still want you to, like, you know, get them all gunky. But I feel like they're your cards. You can do whatever you feel. It should not wreck them. It should not ruin them. Like I said, they are fully glossed, so they're like almost like a waterproof vibe. But I don't really recommend you playing with them, you know, in water or all that. I want to kind of make sure your hands are clean. Okay, so the shape and length. This is what the shape and length card looks like. Sorry, little flower, you gotta go for a minute. Nope, you're in my way. So the shape and length card, we have the color card. Now, you can do this any way you want to, meaning any of the categories. Even how it comes, it doesn't come exactly like this in the box. But you can pick up whatever you want. If you want to pick up your design card first or your product card first. I personally just like going my shape and length first, my color card second, my product card third, and then my design card last. Like, I like that as like the surprise element. Like, ooh, what do I have to, where am I going with this? So that's what I like to do personally. Okay. So now we have 4 categories, okay? Now, I'm just going to quickly go over the instruction card so that way you kind of have the concept of what it is the game is. So I do have an instruction card that comes with each game, so you don't have to worry about not knowing how to play. This will tell you exactly how to play the game. But again, this is the basics of the game. Once you own the game, you can play the game however you want to play the game. If you absolutely hate extra short nails, you don't have to do that design on it. I recommend trying it because it's a lot harder to do an extra shorty than it is an extra long nail. So it will help range your skills. And I think that's another thing about this game, is going to help you improve your skill set because you're trying it on different things that you might not normally do. I personally am a medium long kind of girl, sometimes extra long, on my nails. I don't do like real shorties. Like, what's the point of that, in my opinion? But I also do my mom's nails, and she does extra short. She's a shorty girl, and the nail art on her is so different than me doing nail art on myself. So it really will hone in your skills by trying it on a longer nail, shorter nail, extra short nail, or different shapes. And also if you have clients that are maybe willing to try a different shape, I understand maybe not the length, because at the end of the day, maybe they can't function with an extra long nail, but this could be a cool way just to maybe use the shape concept of the card for them to get out of their comfort zone. So there's so many ways that you can actually like kind of maneuver it to like personalize it for yourself, I guess, right? Okay, so let's jump in. Instruction card. Start by oh, and there is a 1 and a 2, so you know to read it first. Start by shuffling each category separately. Then select one card from each of the 4 categories provided: the shape and length card, the color card, the product card, and the design card. Be sure to use all chosen cards in your design. There are also 2 bonus cards, the treat card and the no treat card. Yes, we have bonus cards. I needed to make a fun twist on it. We'll get to that in a sec though. Okay. If a treat card is drawn as the first product card, you must draw a second product card to reveal the product to be used in the design. Then choose your first or second option for the bonus card. I know, we have options. If you draw a treat card, you have 2 options. First option, you can remove 1 card from any category. Second option, you can replace 1 card from any category with a new one. If you choose the second option, you must use that card in your design. Okay, so if you draw a no treat card, you must pick up 3 product cards and use them in your design. If you happen to pick up a second bonus card while a treat card or a no treat card is already in play, you must place the bonus card at the bottom of the deck and pick up a new product card. And then I also just have in here quickly, for your convenience, divider cards for each category have been added, as well as a used card section. Once you've pulled all your cards for your design, place the remaining cards back in their designated section. After you've created your design, place your used cards in the used card section. When a category of cards gets low, you can add the used cards of that category back into its section and shuffle the cards and repeat the steps above. Once you have all your cards, feel free to use any nail art products from your collection, ensuring that you incorporate the chosen cards. And then, of course, tag us at Blue Rose Nails. I'd love to see your design. I think it's so sick. I'm so happy to see everybody's design. I'm so excited for that part. And, of course, have fun. So that is the instruction card. So after you read all the instruction card and everything like that, now you have all your cards out. Again, you're going to want to shuffle each card. And then I did say, in that I told you that there's 2 bonus cards. So I had 2 bonus cards in here just to like spice things up. It's always fun just to like, I don't know, put a twist on things. So that was my twist. I can't talk. That was my twist on things. And why I say a treat card or a no treat card, just so you know, when I want something, like if I want to buy something for myself, I always call it a treat. So I'm like, oh, I want a little treat. That's just how I talk. So of course I'm going to put my own twist and my own personality in the game. At the end of the day, like I said, I created this game for myself to be able to do things. So I'm going to create it as I would, right? So a treat or a no treat. And a no treat is adding extra product cards. Like, who wants to have like just weird, like now you have to do 3 different products in that design. So that just makes it a little bit harder. So again, it's just like a fun little, that's what makes it a game, I feel. There's fun twists in there. So you want to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Be easy. And then your product cards. Again, there is a couple cards that we still have out. I'm going to keep them out because we're playing this in Sorry, we're playing this in my Facebook group. So I don't want them or all of us over there when we're going to play it on Monday to be like, did we not just have this? So I will not add those ones. So now we have our 4 categories. I apologize for all the lights. So each category, again, you have a shape and length, color card, product card, and design card. So as it says in the instruction card, we have to pick up 1 card from each category. And I've also designed, medium round, I do like that. I've also designed the backs just as something cute. I wanted them each to be different and kind of represent what the card is. So this is our shape and length card, medium round. Okay. You just move these up a smidge. I feel like I should almost have you guys out a little. Stop it. Our color card, a cherry red. That's nice. So that's a bit of a deeper red. Now let's just say for example. Say you don't have a cherry red, and again, I tried to kind of match the color of each one. You will notice here of a neon orange, the word is kind of the color. But say you don't have a cherry red, which is a little bit more of a brighter, kind of like, I don't know, you know me, I'm bad with explaining colors. It's not like the brightest, it's not like a bright type of red. So it's in between. There are different shades of red, right? So say you don't have a cherry red, whatever. You can use any red that you have, really, right? But just try to find the one that you may have that is closest to that color. Because ideally you have more than one red in your collection. That's what I mean. So it's good to just try different things that you might not naturally always go for. Product card. Ooh, alcohol inks. Ooh, okay, okay. So we have a red. Now that might be harder. See, again, you don't have to use a cherry red in alcohol ink. Your alcohol ink can be any color. And again, it can be as little as or as much of the products that are on the cards as you want. It doesn't have to be like a whole cherry red nail with ink on it. No, this is where the creativity can be. You legitimately could do cherries if you really wanted to, and then paint that with the red. Do the ink in some sort of other way. Maybe like smoking cherries. I don't know where that's coming from, but for some reason that's kind of coming in like a smoky vibe. But like a cherry? I don't know. Okay, okay. This is my point. When I pull the cards, it allows my brain to be like, oh, that could be, ooh, does that work? So that's one thing I like about it. It really like sparks things in there that I don't, without this game, I'm like, I don't know. What do you want from me? Like, what do you want me to create? I have no clue. Okay, alcohol ink. Ooh, okay, so that's kind of a vibe. Tie-dye. So our design has to be tie-dye. We have to use some sort of alcohol inks, a cherry red on a medium round nail. Okay. I'm kind of liking the alcohol inks with the tie-dye because I think could probably get like a good layer effect to give that like tie-dye vibe. Could you just use a red alcohol ink? You definitely could. That may be where I want to go. But then why do I want cherries? I actually feel like I want a cherry in there. Do I want a cherry in there? Oh, that's fun. So this would be the design that you would have to create for if you picked, say this is your first time you picked it, right? I do want to go through and talk a little bit more, so I'm going to kind of mess up these cards a little bit. So in here, I want to talk about our product cards. I'm not going to go through every single product card because I don't want to ruin it for you. But our product cards, there is a lot of different product cards. We have glass gels. We have a treat. Ooh, we have chrome. So it's legitly products that we buy, and sometimes we buy it because we see it. We see it, somebody else hauled it, it looked cute, and what happens is it sits in the drawer. And now we have chrome powders, and we have inks, and we have all these different things. Now, if you don't have alcohol inks, let's just say, right? As an example, if we don't have alcohol inks, you could use Sharpies, you could use markers. Like, you can always custom it to you a little bit. It doesn't have to be exactly what's on the card. That's the fun thing about the game, is that it's your game. It's just helping you, inspire you to create different things. It's really just going to give you a nudge to be like, oh, okay, that could work. But don't feel like, oh my God, I don't have alcohol inks, I have to go out and buy alcohol inks. Now that's your business if you do, but you also could use, like I said, markers. I know people like do that with different alcohol, pigment in alcohol. I've tried that before. That kind of works kind of neat. Like, there's different ways to try different things that could still work, that you don't have to. And if you really, really don't even have it, or you don't have nothing like that, I'm pretty sure you probably have a marker somewhere though that could work to try something different. Again, it's just trying something different in the nail art world. Okay, so there's two bonus cards we talked about earlier. There's the treat card and the no treat card. I like the treat card because then I could choose different things, right? So I'm just going to say, as an example, say I pulled, okay, so this is how it would have to be. Excuse me, miss. And remember, say I pulled the treat card first, okay? That was my first product card. Now it tells you, oh, it just said, look at that, I was smart. I even put it down there. If you pick up, oh no, that's it. Never mind. Okay, so remember the very beginning. I lied. I wasn't smart. Maybe I should have put it on there. No, I didn't. It just says if you pick up another treat card, make sure you put it at the bottom, because you can't use two treat cards in one in one hand. So, but in our instruction card, it says if we pick a treat card for our first product card, we have to pick another one to see what our product is. So our product would have been alcohol inks, okay? Now, it says you can choose to exchange one card. So if you want to, let's just say, as an example, you're here and you have a medium almond, cherry red, alcohol inks, or tie-dye. Say you just dislike red right now. You don't want to do red. Like, red's not your vibe. There's nothing about it. I don't want to do red. I just don't feel for red nails. Then you could either exchange this one, so you could pick up a new one and do neon orange, or, because we like options around here, or you can be like, I don't choose a color. So now you can just use whatever you want, right? And again, you can always use whatever you want in your collection. You're not just, you don't just have to use these cards. No, 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 no. I really encourage you to use everything that you have. This is just make sure you use the cards in your design. So that way it's just giving you like a pathway of something. But like I said, we don't like cherry red. We don't want to use it. I don't like it. I only have blood red. Right? Like just something simple like that. I don't want that color card. I can actually just take that away because I got a treat card and I can do what I want with the treat card. That's what we like here. So I'm going to choose to remove one of my cards from the category. So that's what I would have done. Now all I have to use is a medium round, alcohol inks, and tie-dye. Not going to lie, that seems like a pretty easy card. Right? That seems pretty easy now. I kind of like that. You're throwing me off, cherry red. But I also like the fact that that's the whole point of it. It's going to kind of push you to try different things. Sometimes we need a nudge, and sometimes the best art in general is created from outside your comfort zone. So just, it's okay to be like, I don't know, like take a second, be like, I don't know, like what is this? What am I going to do? That's what I personally like to do. I like to take a minute. I might just be like, okay, what am I going to do with this? Because right off the bat, you kind of might just like think of one thing or one-sided. It's good to give yourself a few minutes to be like, let your brain, let everything spark in there, right? Okay, so now let's say I pulled, go back here for a second. Let's say I pulled a no treat card, okay? So a no treat card says you must pick up 3 product cards and use them in your design. The same concept. If you pick up another treat card, you cannot, that doesn't count. You have to put it back in the bottom of the deck. Alcohol inks, loose glitter, and chrome. Okay, well now you just made that crazy. So that's what we would have to create if we got a no treat card, just as an example, right? That's all I have to say. Okay. And remember, you could use a cherry red chrome if you wanted to. You could use cherry red glitter if you wanted to. The color can be as little or as much as you like, and you could incorporate it however you like. Again, you could legitly just probably put some cherries on there and that be your vibe if you really wanted to. Because technically that would be like the cherry red of it. But okay, I'm seeing it. Not with all you guys, I'm not. But that's the fun about it. A little bit of glitter, a little chrome, and some alcohol inks. But our tie-dye is the overall design you want to do. So something tie-dye vibed. That's a hard one, I'm not gonna lie. So again, we have a couple different, I just want to show you like some. We have marble in there. Oh, and I didn't even talk about that. Getting carried away. So there's there's 52 different design cards in there. So for the color cards, we have little polishes. That is the vibe of the color, the back of the color card. Now for the back of the product card, I went a little crazy, and this kind of reminded me of your desk. I thought, like, legitly, how does your desk look like when you're creating something? Mine personally looks like a wee tornado went off just around me, because this part, well, I lied, I would say this part's usually clean, but no, I think I'm just a messy worker. But everything around me, there's just stuff. So that was my inspiration for the back of the card, is how your desk would look, in all honesty. And so that's what I did. I just did stuff that we use. So I thought that was kind of a cute little vibe. And then for our design card is just literally just different designs. All these little different designs on different shapes. And just to give you a vibe. And honestly, you can use these little things as inspiration too. So it's actually kind of cool. I don't know if I overly thought about that in the second, but it could help for some sort of inspiration at the time. But it's just, to me, it's design, just different designs. So that is it. That is design and nail cards. Okay, I was going to try to create the design with you guys, but we're already at 50 something minutes, and I'm so hoping I can get this down some. I think I rambled a lot, but I really wanted just to show you what the game is all about. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to pull these again, and we are going to create the design that comes up, because I want to show you guys how fun and how inspiring this can be. But I really just wanted to show you guys and get it out there for you guys. Again, if you've been following me on Facebook, then you know this game. I've actually played this game here on YouTube as well. I just haven't brought it fully over here or showed you the cards, because in my opinion, they were kind of just me personal cards. They were sticker form. They weren't really, like, I don't know, public ready in my opinion. So I just didn't. Like I said, I didn't have any intention to fully bring it to the world. Until all my peeps and Facebook was like, girl, what are you doing? I want the card game. Give it to me. So I'm super excited to give it to you. That might sound weird now. Okay, so quickly before I let you guys go, to purchase this game, you can go to BR Nail Shop, and it is over there. Again, the prices are in Canadian, so please keep that in mind. I'm in Canada, so it's going to come out of Canada. I don't have no control over the shipping costs, so I apologize if you're not a fan of that, but there's just nothing I can really do about that. Now, I've priced the cards to a point of where it is, and honestly, I've only made so many of these cards too, so it really is while, like, supplies last. So get her while she's there. I also want to show you how the cards will come to you. So the cards will come to you like this. They're already pre-wrapped, pre-everything, so you know they're good and safe. Again, they're, what did I say, 50? I do not know how many cards I have. So 143 cards in total. The whole game in total has 143 cards. Again, you do have your dividers for each category, as well as your used card section, which I try to think of all the little things for you guys. I know me personally, I want a used card section. I don't want to repeat the same cards all the time. So I got your back there. Again, and then you'll have the instruction card to tell you how to play the game. You can play it however you want to play it, but this will break down the basic concept of the game. And then this is just a little my story, just kind of giving you a little background of me. And yeah, and then also, like I said, you have your divider cards, which are just little divider cards like that. All right, guys, so I think that's it. I think I covered everything of the basics of how to play Design It. Again, a huge thank you to everybody, and thank you to everybody who is going to go purchase it. I completely and truly appreciate you guys so much. Again, keep in mind, these are all come out of Canada. And please also keep in mind, this is like my first time ever like selling stuff like that. So I have a few lovely women that will be showing this on their channels. So thank you so much, beautiful ladies, for helping me out. I appreciate you guys all. So they have some discount codes for you guys. I don't have a discount code for you guys. You get full price on my side. But again, thank you to them, because they really helped me on how to ship them and how I could get them out without them being, you know, hurt. So a huge thank you to my lovely ladies. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, if you want to get your hands on this card game, you can go to brnailshop.com, and they're over there. I'm going to try my best to also link it over here to YouTube so you can get your hands on it there. Again, a huge thank you. Tag me if you guys create anything. You'll be seeing this card game quite a bit now on my channel, now that it's all ready. And come looking forward to creating a design very, very soon, and playing more with it and just kind of having fun using the stuff that we already have. I think that's a big thing. We have so much stuff. Let's start using the products that we have and create some pretty cool, fun, different designs. I think that'd be fun. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. And there we are, guys. That's what I created for Design It nail cards. Here's the tie-dye. You have the cherry red. You have the medium brown. Oh, that's so cute. There is some alcohol ink in there. It's not coming up that crazy, but there is some silver alcohol ink. Again, as long as I use it, I like it. I came rockerish. I don't know how we came rocker, but we just became a rocker vibe, and I think it looks so cute. I'm loving it. Again, I'm not a huge fan of that shape of these nails though. Like, I don't know, not the shape, but like they're weird. I'm gonna have to get some good ones. I don't even know where these are from, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It was an unmarked box, so probably Shein or Temu or somewhere. But I'm gonna have to get some short round opera ones, or medium round. If you want to see the full video of this nail design, that will be up very soon. I think they turned out so sick though. Like, look at that cat I want. Rocker. Bye guys.